Hi everyone, welcome to TGIF. Another Friday, another episode. We live in interesting times where we're seeing a significant surge in innovative digital technology. At the same time, we're also witnessing technology getting democratized. As we look at empowering businesses, it's a significant opportunity for solution providers to innovate and empower businesses to do more with less. On this trail of do more with less with latest technologies, I'm pleased to welcome Irina Ghosh, Chief Operating Officer, Microsoft India, for a short conversation. Irina, welcome to TGIF.
Thank you so much, and it's absolutely a delight to be with you here.
Wonderful. Irina, quick question to you. You speak to partners day in and day out. Now, do more with less has been the thematic in the current times and forward-looking also. So, what are you hearing from customers in terms of how are they looking at do more with less?
Great question. At Microsoft, frankly, our entire imperative has been how do we leverage the power of our 6 digital imperatives around modern work, security, business applications, Azure, infra, apps, data, towards ensuring that we really bring in this power of doing more with less and doing less in terms of time, doing less in terms of complexity, less in terms of resources, and bring in more agility, more innovation, and more resilience. Few examples. In one of the very large manufacturing organizations, when they moved their SAP system from Solaris to Azure infrastructure, they leveraged the power of data insight analytics, and they brought in a 60% savings in the overall way that they were running. In another fashion e-tailer, when they leveraged the power of Azure for optimizing their supply chain, they could bring in approximately 4 million customers across 3.5 million orders and 120 million sessions happening in parallel. Another digital native, when they went in for leveraging the power of Microsoft Azure with a cloud native solution, and they used the auto pause section of what was running in Azure SQL, they brought in a lot of efficiencies and moving towards sustainability and stuff. So there's a lot of things happening all around, Sandeep, and exciting times ahead.
Wonderful. Classic evidences of how people look and do more with less, Irina. So follow-up question to you. Now, if you look at businesses, our solution providers are actually empowering businesses, right? And there's a need for them to innovate with changing times and changing technology landscape. Now, if a solution provider is looking at innovating for here and now, using the current availability of technology innovations, so what's your guidance? How do they look at innovating for now?
In many of them, let me just try to prioritize maybe 5 of this. The first one, I think everybody is talking about the power of advanced analytics and how do you get this data loop into place, analytics and governance into the common window. The second is bringing a lot of automation. In context of that, how do you extend your existing solutions with a lot more agility with an automation, the low-code, no-code imperative which is coming across. The third is leveraging cloud native, bringing in efficiencies for performance and costs. The fourth, post-pandemic, the employee engagement and how do you make it a lot more immersive with collaborative apps. And the fifth, if you were to ever lose your sleep, you will do it for security. So how do you ensure that you have a great security posture?
Wonderful. Irina, you mentioned cloud native. In fact, a lot of customers, I would say a lot of solution providers, partners, ISVs who come to a tech center, the question is how do they optimize and yet not compromise performance, right? That's been a bigger challenge. And again, do more with less becomes valid there. Now, a forward-looking question. Now, everything you spoke so far is here and now. Solution providers can look at those technologies and pretty much innovate for the customers. Now, a bit of a forward-looking guidance from you. What are you seeing in terms of if a solution provider wants to innovate, keeping a 2-3 horizon in mind, what technologies come to your mind?
The one thing which has taken all of us by storm, of course, you cannot miss that pass is OpenAI. So how do you make all your conversations a lot more intelligent by infusing OpenAI, whether it's a banking customer scenario, whether it's a manufacturing scenario, BPO scenario, loan origination, whatever you talk about, many scenarios, how do you make that happen? The second is there are multiple environments in which we are operating right now. So how do you ensure that your solution is optimized and performing at the best level in a multi-edge environment?
Perfect.
And the third is the concept of shared spaces. We are all used to seeing things and doing it in the environment that we are operating in, but in the context of metaverse, bringing in digital twins and shared spaces. How are you thinking about it and envisioning a future tomorrow? So those are the 3 imperatives from my side.
Awesome. Thanks, Irina. In fact, all these 3 things require significant ideation, right? Technology has arrived to greater extent, of course, excluding metaverse for that matter. But OpenAI, I think that has taken the world by storm. And we are spending significant time with customers and partners to see how they can contextualize this innovation for the industry vertical. Yeah?
Absolutely.
So, awesome. Irina, thank you so much for your time today. And for all viewers, as Irina rightly said, time now to look at do more with less. And yes, there are here and now technologies that you can right away adopt. And of course, a bit of a forward-looking innovations which will bring in competitive differentiators in your business. With that, thanks so much for watching us today. Keep watching TGIF. Have a wonderful Friday and a great weekend ahead. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.